Potjiekos, dit is allemaal mos. Hoendertjie of rooivlees, zelfs een snoep is bos.
Hello, how's it? Welcome to my kitchen. Today on This is Potjiekos we're going to make sauerkraut and pork potjie. Don't go away.
Zout, olie en zout. Wacht dan nog een rukkie en gooi die wijn tot boer. Skenkel van een skapie of ribbes van een bees. Van hierdie boba's potjie kan jy seker wees. Curry kan maar bykom, room en eie oor. Gooi 'n bietjie.
First, we start with some cooking oil. Coat the bottom of the pot quite liberally. Don't be shy. This will prevent your stuff from burning. Secondly, 1 can of sauerkraut. A can like this is sufficient for 4 people. If you have 8 people, get 2 cans. If you have 16 people, get a lot of cans. Here we go. Next, we put in 4 of these little beauties. Now what are they, I hear you ask? Are they peppercorns? No. Are they pimentos? No. These are juniper berries. This is what Mother's Ruin, better known as gin, is made from. 4. Next, we put in something that no pot can do without. A little splash of wine. Now, because you're using sauerkraut, you need to use sweet or semi-sweet wine. And just a little dollop, not too much, just enough to keep the pot lubricated and to make sure that it doesn't boil dry. So you just add, well, as much as you feel like. This was a litre. I'm going to add some more later. And now, fellow Potjiekos enthusiasts, Mr. Pot goes to the fire. And now we wait. Our sauerkraut and wine mixture is starting to bubble nicely. Now it's time to add the pork. This is pork chop that I cut into chunks. You can use any cut of pork. I sometimes use a whole shoulder of pork or even icebone, a pork knuckle. But that's when I want to show off. We're now going to wait until this pork is tender before we add the spare ribs and the frankfurters. Don't go away. It is now 2 hours later and the pork is lovely and tender. Now it's time to add the frankfurters and the spare ribs. And this will take about half an hour and then we eat, baby, we eat. It's been 3.5 hours and our sauerkraut and pork potjie is finally ready. And now I'm going to taste. The pork is nice and tender and the sauerkraut provides a lovely sweet and sour taste. One word of caution, don't add any salt to this pot because the smoked ribs and the sauerkraut provide more than enough saltiness. This is one of the best dishes you can make in a potjie. See you next week. Excuse me, I've got some eating to do.
Potjiekos, dit is allemaal mos. Hoendertjie of rooivlees, zelfs een snoep.